Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George Frito. You are here because you wanna know where I'm gonna be at and what kind of shows I'm running and where you can find the George F. Follow me on Instagram at the George F. That's where I post everything. Check out my website gfrito.ninja where there's everything. If you need to get in contact with me, if you need to book me, if you need some personal coaching, I'll do life coaching too. I'll tell you what to do with your life. Go to gfrito.ninja for everything. But May 29th, I'll be at The Showcase, the first of many showcases at Back to the Grind. Show starts at 7 p.m. Two shows, 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. So come hang out. June 14th, I'll be in Ontario, California at Strum Brewing. Strum Brewing is every second Saturday, asterisk, because sometimes they have events, but every second Saturday is the Buddy System night. So June 14th, 7 p.m. showtime should be fun. Then June 25th, I am doing the Road Dog show in Pasadena at Barney's Beanery. So come hang out there. If you're looking for me doing other stuff, you can catch me every Tuesday at the Redlands Public Market. Come by at 7 o'clock and see the happenings, because I'm running trivia, y'all. I'm doing trivia. You get to hear me for 2 hours. You get to learn some stuff, too. So come hang out with me again Tuesday at Redlands, May 29th, June 14th, June 25th, July 27th. But for that, I'm going to pass the microphone to William Henderson.
Yo, it's me, Willie D20. You can follow me on Instagram at Willie_D20, twitch.tv/William_D20. We have a big announcement, brand new, just hot off the presses. July 27th, we'll be back at the Ontario Improv, you sons of bitches. It's Sunday night, goddamn right. It's a 7 o'clock show, right? Since it's on a Sunday?
I think it's a 6 o'clock show.
No, that would be wild. That would be fantastic, actually. I would love that. Anyway, keep an eye out for links and stuff to that. Comics, we are looking to fill this show. We want to see what you got. Fucking Inland Empire has talent. Got talent. Come out to our open mics at Noah's Restaurant on Wednesdays in San Bernardino, 7 o'clock, and Back to the Grind on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. We'll be hand selecting people from those mics to put on the show. So if you want to get on the improv with us, come out and show us your stuff. Do a comedy freak off for us. Right? And we'll put you on if we like you.
Not even if you're good, if we like you.
Well, those are in tandem. Those go together. We'll like you if you're good. I promise you, if you're good at comedy, we will like you.
True.
I will also be on the showcase of Back to the Grind at the end of the month, May 29th. I'll be there hosting the first half of the show. You can find me then headlining in Redlands, California for the Good Game Comedy Show at Redlands School of Improv, or whatever the hell they call it. Redlands Improv School of Redlands. I don't fucking know. It's some order of those three words. You can find it on your maps and stuff. Other than that, I think that's it. Open mics, improv, do the stuff. Come impress us. I don't know what to tell you. Follow me. Twitch. I think I'm going to stream today. Not that everybody's going to hear this, but... Jesus Christ.
Are you really going to make me literally rap? Okay. We got
Carlos.
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little slosh and we're just a little high, but either way, we are the three Buddy System guys.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Buddycast. Sitting with me is my co-host, co-pilot, because there's only two pilots in a plane, is Willie_D20, White Candy, the Blue Eyes White Dragon himself, William Henderson.
Yo.
Good morning to ya.
Holla.
Good evening.
Still waking up, dude.
I know. I gotta. How long does it take you to defrost? Like typically,
It depends on the day. I'm definitely better on weekdays.
Is it because like you have work?
Get up, shower right away. Like it's just like gets going. So, but like on weekends, I'm just like typically up later. on a Friday night, or like especially by the end of the week because of the mics Wednesday, Thursday, and then like by Friday, I'm like, well, I'm gonna stay up as late as I can playing video games because I haven't played video games all
You're such a
week.
child.
I am, but I know what I need, you know?
I need to
It's
play
like,
Doom, Mom. Leave me alone.
I mean, for real, it's like I know what I need to keep me level. And so it's I came home yesterday and I told Eben I was like I'm gonna watch the Tigers and I'm gonna play WoW until my eyes fall out of my head. That was the plan.
And she's like, and I'm going to message my boyfriend
Yes.
until you fall asleep. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna text my real boyfriend.
yeah, my homeowner boyfriend, I'm gonna,
Yeah.
while he's at his house and I'm at my house, my guest is just watching the game.
That's fine as long as she just lets me do my thing. Go
Let me
have your
play
boyfriend.
WoW, you stupid.
Yeah. Go have your boyfriend.
I remember being I think I I just can't now, and I don't know if it's because I'm busy or if like I've just my brain has changed, but I used to be able to just dial into video games. I played like hours of Dragon Ball Z Budokai on like 360. I was playing like Gears of War. Like I would sit in my seat and I wouldn't get out because it was a rolly chair and I lived in like this little one bedroom studio. So I would roll because the living room was just on the other side of the counter. So I would roll into the kitchen to like grab something out of the fridge, roll back to the living room. I wouldn't get out because I would just change discs and shit. And I'm
It's
like,
awesome, dude.
hours, dude, hours.
I know. I have to. It's weird. Like I have to like tell myself this is what I'm doing for like 2 to 3 hours. I'm gonna focus on this, and like that's what's going on.
I've been trying to my app says that I'm at risk for ADHD. I believe
What?
it.
What app?
I did a thingy and I did a test and it's like, hey, you might be a little at risk. And I'm like, that makes
Was it on
sense.
Facebook?
No, it was you gotta like download it and stuff. Look, you're
I don't know if I trust this, man.
it didn't say I have it, okay? It can't diagnose me, but it's like, maybe talk to somebody about it.
Everybody's at risk of ADHD right now.
Really? Do you leave all your cabinets open when you go through the kitchen?
Nope, Eben does.
I do. Oh, you can talk to her. You can talk to her.
Leave your cabinets
she might,
open going through the kitchen.
she might be at risk of ADHD.
Maybe.
Because I leave doors open, I leave cabinets open. I do just get distracted, but I might just
Nah,
be
she
weird.
she reads for too long a periods at a time to be
Maybe
ADHD.
that's her thing that like calms it down.
Calms her
Maybe
down.
that's her thing.
That's her Ritalin.
Yeah.
I think I think that's literally the exact opposite of what ADHD actually is.
You can't read.
Yeah,
You can't sit down for 2 seconds.
yeah.
I always, even like, I can't read if I'm high, but even now, like, when I'm reading at like sober, I have to reread the page so many times. I'm like, oh, I fucking missed that.
I think you just need practice. I think you just need to do it more.
I do read a lot, though. I really do.
Do you?
Yeah, I read pretty regularly. I have like that
What do
Kindle
you
app,
read?
and I read on my Kindle. I read a lot of sci-fi books right now.
Okay.
I'm reading Fallen Angel. It's like one of the Altered Carbon books. It's pretty good, but I just I was the when I started this book that I'm reading now, I got maybe 4 chapters in, and then I hit a spot where I was like, "Oh, I understand like what these characters are doing now." So I had to go back to the beginning and reread it, and I was like, "Oh, these first 3 chapters just did not. I didn't know what we were talking about. I was trying to figure it out.
Interesting.
I might be stupid.
It might be a little bit of that, but also I
What?
think
My app is right. I have ADHD, maybe.
maybe, but I also think like books are written like that on purpose.
To like make me go back.
No, to like bury the lead a little bit to keep you like, wait, what's next? What's next? And then by the time you get to the point where you're like, I see what's going, it's too far in for you to be like, I don't want to read this anymore, you know? Like, but if they get to that point 15 pages in, you're like, and you're like, I don't feel bad putting this down because I haven't invested enough time into
That
it.
makes sense. That makes sense. It took me maybe like 3 weeks though to like get to that point and then reread it and get back to the point just because I read maybe 20 minutes at a time or so.
Yeah.
But I was like,
I
this makes sense.
I've had because of my job, I've had more chances to read. Like I just have more downtime.
Mhm.
And so I've finished the Witcher series. I literally just finished the last book yesterday.
Nice.
And
Nice.
it's it's one of those things where I have to tell myself I'm going to read now. It's like the video game thing. It's like this is what I'm doing now. I'm going to focus on it. Even if like sometimes I'm like I don't really feel like reading, then I just tell myself but the story is good. Once you get going and you're just like in like a flow like reading state,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like you're going to enjoy the story because you're like you're in it in your head. So it's like it's just like watching a head movie,
Yeah.
you know?
Reading is a weird drug. It's a weird
It
hallucinogen
is.
sometimes. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? But apparently, like some people can't read and like visualize,
Those are dumb people.
which is
Those are the same people that don't have like internal monologues or dialogue, whatever they say it. Like,
yeah, yeah. There's a lot, but I mean, that's I feel like sometimes I don't have an internal monologue. It does like who was it?
comes in
Somebody
and
else.
out. But what is it? When is it when it's not there? Is it
That
just
okay,
like
that's what I was
fucking
gonna say is
birds
that some
chirping and
no 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 somebody was like so because I think I was just staring or something or maybe I was driving I don't remember I was in a very like sedentary screensaver state and they're like what do you so like what's on your mind right now and I was like I'll be honest zero like you go into my brain it's silent there's nothing going on right now there's no words there's no music I'm not even hearing my breathing like it is just like I'm off right now I'm on passive mode
huh?
and so
Are
like I'm
you
not
actually in passive mode or are you thinking about something just kind of like that's like inconsequential? And so like when someone snaps you out of it, it's just like, it didn't mean anything.
I
So
maybe, but I only notice it when I'm driving,
mm.
where like I'll sit there and I'm like, oh, I'm really just like not thinking about anything
or
right
you
now.
have the moment where you like pop up and you're like, wait, I don't remember driving this far.
That scares me
Like,
though. That scares me
yeah, I've
because I'm
had
like,
those
damn, did
moments
I miss
before.
it? Like, especially,
Yeah, where you're like, did I miss my exit? Like, did I
yeah,
go past the 10? Like,
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Or
I've
like
had
if
that a
I'm
lot,
driving
but
to a show, I'm like, oh fuck, I missed it. Hang on, I'm too high.
that's why GPS. That's also the thing too, is that we're like baked all the time.
Super
So
stoned.
so like
There's just a screensaver going on in my head
yeah.
for no reason.
And so like I think our brains just need like to chill. Like they just it just needs to like for a few and then it just like powers back on when someone like snaps in front of our face and we're like, yo, I'm here.
No, I'm back. I'm back. I'm good. What? What do you need? What do you need?
Because I
Yeah.
really do like I don't know about you, but my mind I'm freaking it's going all day. It's just like it's a constant just like no.
No, I'm
Oh
telling you,
man.
I promise you, and I'm not exaggerating for the show. Like there are moments where it's like it's just quiet in my head. I've got
Oh man.
zero going on.
Maybe you are dumb,
I
but I don't
might
think you
be.
have you're dumb. You don't have ADHD because I don't think that's what ADHD people. It's like all it must be like all the time. Like go do this. What's going on over here? What's that? Why is that shining?
Yeah, but
Fucking, you know what I mean?
maybe it is, and it's become white noise to me, so that like I don't notice. You know, like when something like when a fan is on in your house and you turn the fan off, and you're like, oh, it's fucking quiet, but you thought it was quiet beforehand, but it wasn't because something was going. Maybe that's what's going on in my head.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Maybe
crazy.
you're dumb.
I think yeah, no, I do. I'm not, and it doesn't bother me, but it bothers me that there are people that are dumber than me. That's what
Yeah,
bothers me.
it's a
I'm like, oh
problem.
shit, I'm scared, and a lot of them are cops, guys.
Yeah,
Kind of
or
crazy.
people that don't realize why not using their blinker is a big deal,
I know. To communicate, let us know. It's a fucking
bro.
nonverbal signal. Jesus Christ.
Especially in a place where there's so many people. It's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
There's that
I hate it here.
interchange by the Ashley Furniture Store, the 10 and 215 or whatever, in San Bernardino, where it's like three freeways coming together on so many different parts. Nobody uses their signal there. Nobody. It's like 9 lanes going down into three, and they're like, you know what's going on. It's like, come on, guys,
Yeah, it's
tell
like
me.
people are just like, you can see what I'm doing, right?
Yeah.
You can see, you can tell what I'm doing. You can tell.
Fuck, dude, it just makes me so mad. And then like they don't know how to drive, and then they get in front of you, and you're like, dude, your tags have been expired for 3 years. What the fuck are you doing with your life right now?
Yeah. There's a lot of bad drivers in California, but they'll be the first ones to be like, everybody from outside of California are terrible drivers. And it's so funny.
Which is crazy. I mean, California is probably the worst place to drive. And if I'm being honest, when I go back, like back home in Hawaii, like it's not much better. The
Really, everything
population,
in Michigan is slow. It's just
yeah.
like everybody drives slow.
Well, like when I when I drove through like Vail and Aurora and Boulder and Denver and stuff, like the streets were wide and people were driving fine. I felt like
Right.
at ease and I was like, "Oh, this is cool. I see why people like driving." But here I'm like, I would like to Uber everywhere.
Yeah.
The worst part of my day is driving to my next task. I never really mind. Like, I don't hate my job. I don't hate like setting up the show, but driving to places, I'm like, dude, this sucks.
See, I don't mind it so much because I can catch up on podcasts and I can listen to music and stuff. But like, I don't know. I guess like I have a little bit further of a drive, so I'm ready for it. And so it's like I can listen to a whole album on my way
Oh,
to
that's
like
true, huh?
comedy or something. Like, but like if you're just like 30, like your 20-minute drive becomes 45 minutes, it's like that's an inconvenient amount of time.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not long
because it
enough
was
to do
supposed to
anything.
exactly like it was supposed to be short to like where it's like that's not that bad, and then it's just long enough to get on your fucking nerves, but not long enough to like finish a podcast, listen to an album. Like it's just like an inconvenient amount of time.
For sure. My drive to work is typically like 17 minutes. And then my drive home can be anywhere from 40 to I think at most right now it's taken me almost an hour and a half.
It's so retarded, dude. California makes no sense. It's so stupid.
It's because nobody uses their blinkers, dude. It really
It's
is.
that.
Because they don't know how to like
It's
merge as a zipper and make things efficient. Everyone's like, meh, 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 meh.
it's that they don't consider like other people. It's there's more people are moving here and then they're like dispersing to other areas. Like there's more people moving to like Victorville in the IE now. So that
Yeah.
just creates worse traffic. Like, dude, going through the Cajon Pass now, like 2 years ago, it wasn't that bad. Now it's like congested all the time. Like all the time. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get it. Because then, like, it used to be only that bad when things
Like there was an
happened.
accident or like
Yeah. Or a
Sundays,
fire or something.
Sundays coming home from Vegas and Friday is going up. It's like, okay, that's understandable. But otherwise it was like it shouldn't take you more than an hour to get to Ontario.
Yeah.
But it's like now you never know. Especially with all the fucking bullshit construction they're doing and seemingly not changing anything. Just like, hey, this whole fucking freeway is going to be shut down for 6 months and we're just going to redo the lines. Like, what are you talking about?
We're filling 6 holes right now. We'll be done in
Yeah.
2029.
It's
So,
crazy. It's like, I don't like, it just makes it smoother. It's like, I need more than that. I don't
Yeah.
know what to tell you. Make another layer.
yeah, make
Like,
go
yeah,
underneath. Like,
yeah, double deck that shit, dude.
Dan, could you imagine the tragedy if that thing collapsed though in the middle of rush hour?
Fucking
9,000 people dead.
yeah, well, thin
But
the
good.
herd.
Those are all the commuters that would have been on the road for the next day, you know?
Yeah, those are all the poor people because the rich people pay the premium to get in the sunshine drive.
Yeah, no, the rich people are on like they're flying. Do you see that? They're trying to sell a legit flying car.
Is it the one that has like the things on the side, like the helicopter, like the propellers?
Yeah, it's got propellers and stuff.
It's gonna sound like a
eight-
fucking jet going over on your. You turn it on, and ever had someone that you live by that have like a muscle car or something. They turn it on,
Yes,
like, and
I
it's
do.
like,
I do. It's dumb.
yeah, it's super dumb.
So loud.
That flying car is gonna be 100 times worse,
Man.
dude.
And you
Imagine-
have to warm it up.
yeah, the propulsion you need to lift a car, dude.
Mhm.
It's just like,
Just blowing a hurricane.
Yeah.
He's like, what's going on? Richard's leaving for work.
dude, 4 jet engines just fucking lifting off. Yeah, I don't know about it, man.
Man, it's cool though. It's cool. They
It
have
is, I believe it.
they have I don't know if it's for sale. Some dude made like a Star Wars speeder bike with
I
like
saw
the drone.
those, yeah.
Dude.
That looks cool. That seems more realistic.
Let's fucking pod race with that shit. Let's go
Yeah.
attach them, like drive. That looks so fucking cool. That's what I want.
Pod racing is the next jump in this, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah, dude.
And it
I'm
has
for
to be
it.
because it's gonna be like F1 where all the cutting edge technology is gonna be in the racing, and then we'll get it eventually.
Right.
Man, would you do it?
Jet
would you
car racing.
would you pod race on one of those like speeder bikes?
Would I pod race? No, but I would ride one. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't want to race.
You wouldn't
That
race
sounds
it? You're gonna ride
dangerous.
one, but you're not gonna race it.
Yeah, dude, like having a go-kart or an ATV.
You're gonna ride it but not race it? Dude,
Yeah.
there's an ATV by my house that they put 22-inch rims on it. It looks fucking sick.
It's so impractical.
You ever see an ATV on blades, dude? That's wild. It's cool. It definitely like rubs the tire, but I'm like, fuck it, dude. Those are cool.
Yeah, people that own, I don't even know what to call them, boy toys. That's not the right word.
No, they no, you got it. You got it. You got it. Boy toys.
People
Yeah.
people who own boy toys in places like Riverside astound me.
Well,
Well, firstly, it's like, how the fuck can you afford it? And then secondly, it's like, what are you doing with this thing even?
driving to the desert.
Just on your rims, dude. Why don't you go to Ralph's and pick up a fucking bottle of Hennessy? That is
Okay.
the weirdest thing
To be fair, the ATV with rims is it's a garage, like an auto shop that has like a smog place and
I
a
see.
tire
Okay.
shop.
Okay.
And it's parked in the front.
I
So,
see.
there's a reason
It's
for it.
it's purely decorative. It's like
Yeah.
that place on the 91 that hangs the thing from the
Yeah,
side of
yeah,
the
yeah,
building.
right off the
What
side of it.
Those what are they called? Those
Those trikes.
no, it's not a trike. That'd be sick though. I'm talking about the ones that people take to the desert.
Oh,
Like
like
the-
those sand crawlers and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
whatever
Yeah.
they call those things. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are cool. I would love to do that actually.
I think
Because I see them when I'm driving through the mountains. Like, there's a place where they all go park, and they're like driving like under the freeway and shit, like kicking
Yeah.
up dirt and stuff. I'm like, ooh, that actually looks
that
fun.
does look fun, but then you
That's
gotta
the
buy a
most-
trailer and shit. Dude.
Yeah, I know, right? You have to
Like,
waste
where do you
your
put it?
whole day. That's the thing. Those people take their whole weekend to do that shit. It's like, can I just go for a few hours?
Yeah.
I don't want a hobby that takes all goddamn weekend, man.
Mhm.
That's why, like, when people buy a boat, it's like, you're just gonna go sit there all weekend on the water in the sun. Like, I'm gonna get a sunburn. How can you do that? That's
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, let's take the boat to Havasu. Why? Like,
I need a Steam Deck. If I'm gonna like, if whoever I'm with, like if Eben in her older age is like, let's get a boat and a camper and like travel around the country and like see like the sights, I'll be like, okay, but I need a Steam Deck and a hotspot.
yeah, no.
Because
If we're taking a boat anywhere, I also need a hotel room. Okay, we need to park
Yeah.
that boat. Let me take a shower. Like, why are we
that,
going?
for sure.
You know what? I think the boat is just for sluts. I think that's what it's for. Like
Really?
the guy, yeah. I think the guys buy the boats for the girls, and the girls like the boats to be sluts.
I'll have to let my uncles know.
Your gunkles, maybe.
Both
it's-
my uncles have boats, and I don't think
Did-
they
well,
do
okay.
it for the sluts.
I was gonna say, do they go fishing though?
One of them does.
Okay, what's the other boat for then?
The
It's
oth-
fishing.
well,
It's fishing or hose.
It's pontoon. So yeah, it is for the hose. You know what a pontoon boat even is?
That's the propeller one with the thingies.
It has like the long tubes on the
Yeah,
side, like
yeah,
the metal
yeah,
tubes.
Yeah.
Most of them had propellers though, so that didn't narrow
You know,
it down
okay.
at all.
I'll you're right.
Those jet ski boats though, have you seen one of those?
No?
Jet ski
There's a
made
jet
boats.
ski boat?
Jet ski
Oh,
made boats for a
hold
while.
fucking on, let me see.
My step grandparents had one, and instead of using a propeller, it was like just like a jet ski propelled by like the jets. It was pretty cool.
It's
then you
like
didn't-
one of those dinghies. Like it's doing the water thrusting jet things. Is that what you're talking about?
Just like how like a Sea-Doo works.
Yeah. Okay.
Like it was
yeah.
a Sea-Doo boat. Sea-Doo
Dude,
powered
this boat you can park your jet ski like in it. It's got a jet ski cut out.
We
You
didn't
park it-
get that. We didn't get that one. But
Bro, that's
we
fucking
had
cool.
they I would say I didn't have anything to do with it.
No,
They
you,
had
you.
a Sea-Doo boat and two Sea-Doos. They were badass, dude.
I think I
Sea-Doos
know-
are sick. Do you ever ride a jet ski in Hawaii or
No,
anything?
no, dude.
Ah,
We're busy surfing and stuff.
that's
and-
true. You
and
probably
scuba
can't in those
diving.
big ass waves and shit.
Yeah, you
But
definitely
surely there's like a
die.
little inland like lake area that people do it, right?
For jet ski, I
Yeah.
would say jet skis are pretty rare. They're not
Really?
uncommon, but in terms of like watercraft, yeah, I would say there's I think it's the price point. It is expensive. It's way easier to buy a couple surfboards than a jet ski.
Sure, but like are boats not a thing? Like speedboats and shit? Like surely, like
I mean, fishing boats. A lot of the at least
Huh.
again, I've been gone for almost over a decade, but
Right,
growing
right, right.
up, like most of the watercraft were, I would say 70% of them were for utility, for fishing, for
so you never been like tubing or water skiing?
no.
Dude, that's so crazy to
No.
me that you grew up in a tropical, like literally next to water, and you never went water tubing or water skiing. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I've gone surfing though. I got scuba
Yeah.
certified when I was 10. Like I did the other side of
It's
things.
other water stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Scuba
Like so
diving was the
that's just
craziest.
so boring. I guess like what I guess that's the stuff that you do when there are no natural waves, right? Like you have to like
Yeah.
create your own stuff.
Yo, we need our boat to go fast because this shit's
Exact.
flat, dude.
Yeah, go in circles and we'll hit the wake 3 times and just
Yeah.
like yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
I'm
going
surprised.
body what?
I was gonna say I'm surprised that like in the same vein of surfing, I'm surprised that like there's no like ski version of surfing. That would be kind of cool, right? On two,
Oh,
I
huh.
don't think there's a practical way to get up onto it, but like that would be cool, right?
That you would need a jet ski for, but
That's true.
I'm sure that
Right,
would be
right.
dope.
To tow you in.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that would
that'd
be
be
cool.
dope. Can you imagine
That would
just
be
tucking in the barrel, just like, ugh.
dude with poles tucked behind you.
Yeah.
Like a-
Poles and like the long skis for the long jump. You're like,
yeah.
we're creating sports. I did see a
Yeah,
lot
dude.
of like wind surfing and kite surfing and
Okay, that makes a
things
lot
like
of
that.
sense. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, jet skis and stuff are less common
Or like
overall.
wakeboarding, obviously, because that's so that's just like boat, like recreational boat stuff was just not your guys' jam.
Yeah, and I think it's also part of a like there weren't a lot of inlets where you could tow in your boat and put it in the water. Like that
Right.
was hard. That was less common as well.
Okay.
So it's just wide beach and it's easier to bring a kite and a surfboard.
For sure, for sure.
So and poor.
Plus,
Like we're poor.
plus I'm sure like the ocean waves, you can't just take like your fucking speedboat into the fucking Pacific Ocean, you know? Like it's gonna
True.
flip over.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah.
capsize. Like
Yeah.
I
Especially
don't
during the
think
winter.
right. I don't think they can necessarily handle. Hmm,
Yeah. All of that
fascinating.
like touristy stuff with like the small boats and stuff, those are usually in a very specific part of the island that is very calm. And only calm
Yeah.
because there's like a seawall.
Right. It's like
So
naturally or man-made
yeah,
to
so
be
it
calm.
breaks everything up and it makes it's cool. But I don't know. I've never really I don't fuck with boats, dude. Boats are scary. I've seen too much shit. It's crazy.
Boats are kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Water's scary. Like when
water
you
is
just
very scary.
one time I was swimming like by a pier and just the fact that you can watch the water sink 8 feet and then come back up, I'm like, I'm out. I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Terrifying.
I'm
Yeah.
done. Yeah. The planet doesn't want us here. I think it tries everything to kill us.
It does its best.
Yeah. But I like fishing off a pier. I'll do that.
Really?
That's cool. Yeah.
I kind of get freaked out. Like I'm going like Santa Monica Pier and like looking down. It's like, oh, I don't know. Like
It
that's
makes your feet tingle.
yeah, yeah. It's really strange. Like, oh, if I fell off, like, would I be able to like swim to shore? I don't know. Like,
If you can dodge the sharks that hang out over there,
right,
sure.
right. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Like when we used to go. I'm pretty sure I've brought it up on the podcast before. We used to go to Higgins Lake in Michigan,
Mhm.
and it would be like shallow, like it would like for like a football field, it would be like just you'd be wading, and the further you go out, the further it'd go up. It'd get up to your chest, and then there was like a 200-foot drop off, like
Scary.
cliff drop off, and like the watercolor changed, like it was just dark, and like you
Scary.
get over that, dude. You're all comfortable here. You start to swim into that dark water, and there's nothing underneath you. Oh, dude, that's a
Something wiggles
different
on your
feeling.
toe and shit.
It's a different feeling, man. And that lake, there's not that much wildlife. Like there's not that many fish. Like people don't go fish. Like they do fish there, but it's not like the main thing. It's mostly like a recreational lake.
Yeah.
So you're not going to run into many like big fish, especially near the surface where you're swimming.
Yeah.
But there's a weird feeling, man, about just like the abyss below
It's the
you.
Loch Ness monster,
It's
dude.
terrifying, dude. It's terrifying. Yeah. All that stuff makes way more sense once you experience like open water. I don't know. That's why like cruises freak me out.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if I would like looking out into the ocean at night.
Yeah, it's
I
dark.
don't-
Nothing. Black.
I don't think I would like that. Yeah. I think that would
Yeah.
scare me.
Yeah, I saw a
Um,
recreation of the Titanic sinking from like the boat perspective. Like, oh, this is awful. I don't
Pitch
want
black.
that at all.
I
No.
saw that too. Yeah. I saw that because it was like, like the movie, of course, they're gonna light it and make sure that you can see
Hmm.
everything. But in reality, once the
Hmm.
electricity goes out,
Yeah,
dude,
once that shit breaks, you're like,
starlight.
oh, I can't. I'm still here, right?
I can't even see my fucking hand, dude.
Yeah.
Ah, that sounds awful. You just hear people screaming and just shivering, just teeth chattering.
Yeah, and then
Ah,
eventually
yeah,
they
dude.
all die, so it's quiet.
It's quiet. Ah, yeah, dude. The sea is
Searching for
terrifying.
survivors.
I
Da-ding,
think I'd
da-ding,
I think
da-ding.
I'd rather go to space than like some like if someone was like, we have this galley that we're gonna, with sails that we're gonna sail across the ocean. We're gonna go from like Spain to the Caribbean, like the
Mhm.
fucking Santa Maria did. I would be like, fuck that. Give me a spaceship going up for. I would much rather do that.
Yeah,
Much
I
rather do
agree.
that.
Especially when you like watch sails, like sailboats and how they react. That's what I was gonna say. Like sailboats are the one boat I think is a purpose driven, especially now. Like if you have a sailboat, it's because you're like racing and shit. It's because
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
doing that,
Yeah.
like you're traveling. That's the only boat that's not for
Or you have
sluts.
way too much money.
Or that, yeah, yeah. But then they go fucking like they dip over. It's like why, why
Yeah.
you want your boat out of the water at all? What I don't understand.
What
Yeah.
movie was it? I was watching a movie recently where someone was on like a sailboat and like as they were doing it in the movie, I'm like, this doesn't look fun at all.
Oh, Moana for sure.
It was definitely Moana. Moana 2. God damn, I want to say like it was a Tom Cruise movie, but I don't remember.
No, it's not fun because there's like if you want to go fast and maintain speed, there's a lot of like micromanaging that you have to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah,
And
it's not relaxing.
no, I want cruise control. If I'm on a boat, that bitch better basically drive itself.
Yeah, I want Tom Cruise control.
Oh, you're funny. Our
First pun
episode
of the
title.
day. Tom Cruise control.
Boats are not it though. The
Yeah.
my toy and oh, that's what I was gonna say is I think all the rich people call those things toys. Like I think that's
Yeah.
what they're called. Um, I think my toy would be one of those like sand crawlers or whatever you take into the woods to haul out your fucking, I don't know, your elk that you shot.
Right.
You gotta put it on something. One of those. That's
Oh,
what
you want like the utility version though. You don't want the
yeah.
recreational one. You want the one with the wagon in the back. You can
Yeah,
use
so
it
I
as a
could put
dump
other
truck.
other toys in it. I could put like paintball guns and
Dildos and stuff.
no, I'm thinking more like two speakers,
Oh.
a mic stand,
Just take it to your
some
open
lights.
mics. You could even use it as a battery, dude. You could do street stand up using that. Just roll
Yeah.
up. That's what Aaron
Yeah.
should have done.
Yeah. And then put the
Gotten
lights on the thing. Use the lights on the thing to light
there
the
you go.
comics. Look at
What are
this.
they? What are those things called? It's not a mule. That's what they used to call them.
I think they just call them by
Ah,
like their brand. Hey man, get on the
yeah,
Python 380.
right.
Like I don't know.
Yeah. The gator. That's what they
Yeah.
used to call. Those are the ones that like are on baseball fields and stuff. They use
Yeah,
gators.
now you have to call it a homotor.
Yeah.
So stupid. So dumb. Why do you think
uh
this is a hard tangent, but we did bring up the IE Got Talent. Why do you think people think that there's no talent out here, that there's no scene out here? Because even now, I want to say 2 days ago maybe somebody messaged and they're like, oh, I didn't even know there was anything going on out there in the Inland Empire. Like,
was this
why
an
would
LA
anyone
person?
um LA transplant.
So they're from somewhere else,
Yeah.
went to LA.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
LA
that's why
adjacent.
they're just
Stupid, right? They have to be stupid to think that like the thing that you want to do or that the things that are happening are only in one city, one 45-mile radius is kind of dumb.
yeah.
It kind of annoys me because like
I don't
there's
know, but
plenty.
it's not like there's a whole lot. What do we have? Like it's I don't know. It's just in comparison to like LA. I don't know. It's LA is so weird right now. It's just
Yeah.
so garbage. It's just like I don't know. California comedy's dead right now. It doesn't matter. It's
I'm
just
leaving.
like
That's what this podcast is about. I'm out.
it's just in such a weird place that it doesn't matter anymore. And it's sad, but it is what it is. And it's like if you look at like places like Chicago, New York, or Austin, there's just more. There are more comics, there are more mics, there are more shows, there are more better of all of those things than there are here.
At least in LA. I think outside of LA, that's like with comedy especially, I think it still is about the jokes, you know? Like
Yeah, and I don't think people in LA, I think they're so focused on LA because they have to be. It's like it's expensive. Like every opportunity in theory, realistically, that's going to make them pop is going to happen in LA because that's where the people that can make you pop are.
Hmm,
You know,
hmm. Yeah,
if you're not willing to like do like the internet thing, like
right,
that's the place to do it.
right.
And so like for them to be like, yeah, I'm going to go to like Riverside for a show, it's like why? Like why even look outside of LA because there's no show business out here that's going
Hmm.
to like really help their career. You know what I mean?
I
You can
can
get
see the
stage time for
perspective.
sure.
I can see the perspective, but I think that comes down to like what the comic or performer's willing to do. Like, you're going into an untapped market, so how hard are you gonna market yourself
Right. But I
out
mean,
there?
I guess it just depends on the level. I mean, like, because we've reached out to comics in LA to like come to our shows, and they'll be like, listen, like, I understand some comics would jump at this just for the stage time, but like, I need money too.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, I was just thinking because I was going through my Strum bookings. I'm like, damn, I need another comic. And then I thought about a person that I hit up, and they were like, yeah, it's $80 for me to come out. I was like, you're not $80 funny. That's wild. That's crazy that you would even think to get close to that. Like, maybe we can talk gas, but to say that like, oh, it's a $80 minimum for me to come out. I'm like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with
curious
you?
who this is.
You really overvalue. I could put it in the chat, but
Yeah, do that.
it's just. I think it's weird. I think it's weird because the money I would ask for is based on my ability and not necessarily the transportation. Like, I don't think it's anyone else's job to pay my bills to do the thing that I need to do or that I want to do, you know? I'll do it once I get there. Like, because you
I
can't.
don't know. It's like a weird thing of like, all right, if you're genuinely wanting to or needing to pay your bills off this, then like you need to ask for that money. Like you need to get $80 every day. You know what I mean? Or like you're not going to be able to pay your bills. So like if that's what they're trying to do, then like and they're trying to fill their calendar with stuff that's going to pay that daily, like you got to do what you got to do, I guess. I can't really blame them even though it's kind of gross.
I
Did you reach out to them initially or were they like were
yeah.
they like
Well, when I met, they were like, "Oh, hit me up. I would love to do shows." And the first time, it was just a regular, like, "Hey, well, can I get some gas money?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure, we could talk about it." And
okay.
then the next time was like, "Yeah, there's a minimum," and I was like, "Oh, okay, all right,
Oh, that person is definitely not worth $80.
no, no," and that's why I want to say that price is she they this
Oh,
person
too
knows.
much info.
Let's let him go. That amount is kind of extraordinary for the ask, and that's an industry no. Like
And
I don't want to do it.
it's also, are you generating that much for me in theory?
Yeah, yeah,
You
for
know,
sure. In
it's
any
like,
form.
yeah, it's like, I don't think the combination of your laughs, the amount of people that you're bringing in your presence are
Hmm. For sure.
equal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's not worth $80 to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know
And
what
it
to tell
also
you.
makes me feel like that this person and then this isn't the first time I've had the interact like this person isn't the only time I've had this kind of discussion with, but it just gives me the feeling that those people that ask for that kind of money don't understand kind the industry of comedy of like I'm not making $80 on
Right.
this, like
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 that's
the
dude,
budget.
that's more than 50% of what we're getting paid from this venue. Like you
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna say like
understand
the
like
budget is not $80. Like we
yeah,
can't do that for you. Like
right.
what
And
that's
literally
crazy.
it's like all right, if you want half our budget, it's like then you need to do 45 minutes to fill half the time. Like that's
Yeah.
how I feel. Like I'll give
Yeah.
you $80 if you do 45 minutes.
For
Go
sure.
for it.
Yeah, if I only have to bring two more comics, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell William he's not getting paid. He's gonna run sound, and then
Yeah.
and then you can have your time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like if you just want like a spot like everybody else and
Hmm.
but you're getting paid 80 times as much because nobody else is getting anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went to this person's Instagram and I was like, you're not even like doing stuff. Like
Right.
clearly
So
you're
and that's kind of what I was saying. Like if you're trying to fill your calendar with paid stuff, okay, like you're trying to pay your bills. Hey, I can't like hate on that. But if you're not doing anything, but you're also demanding this money, there's another person that I actually thought of recently. I'll put it in the Zoom chat real quick. That
while
I was
you
like,
type that, I'm gonna pause this recording because I gotta fucking piss, dude.
oh, I thought you were gonna say you gotta poop again.
No,
Are you
no,
ready?
I've pooped twice already.
Should I send it now or should we wait to?
I'm gonna just pause it. So
Oh.
wait till I get back, and then we
Okay.
can continue.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So this person crossed my mind the other day,
Okay.
and
Oh, I forgot there was a chat here.
I know that's why I was waiting for your other one to go through. I was like, I didn't see it, and then I checked my watch. But and I remember we asked him to like feature at Hops and Spokes once. This was probably like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And he asked for like $200.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember this? I definitely
I must have been
sent these
traumatized
DMs.
by the
There's
conversation.
no way
'cause
I
that's
didn't send these.
No.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, like good to know. Like, we can't, it's not within our budget right now, but like, XYZ when we
I'm gonna go to their Instagram real quick. I gotta see what they're up
I
to.
I haven't heard about them in at least a year. I might have unfollowed him though. It's entirely possible that I unfriended and unfollowed him.
Because you're
it's
just so
like-
offended by the ask. You're like, no, ew, block.
it was that coupled with like just like like when you're friends with someone on Facebook and stuff and you see a bunch of their posts and they just annoy you, like it's just
Yeah.
like this is an annoying thing for you to it's not it's I don't know, like it's just this is annoying. I don't know.
Yeah. It's not even
he's-
like content. You're just like putting something annoying out.
You know what it is? He's a
The
person
skin
that
color.
only posts his W's.
I
Or
can see
like
that. Yeah.
trumps up his
I'm
W's.
I'm doing the damn thing. I'm fucking
Right.
great. I'm amazing.
Right. We're in Tehachapi tonight. And it's like that's not a flex. Like like so and that gets on my
Welcome
nerves.
to Kalamazoo. Here I'm headlining.
Right, where it's like, hey, don't fucking shit on Kalamazoo, bro. Kalamazoo's the shit. But it's like I don't know, like be a real motherfucker,
Be a
dude.
person.
Like,
yeah.
like not everything has to be glam and everything's great.
Yeah.
Like that gets on my nerves. I don't know why.
I think that's fair.
Because it seems fake.
Yeah, because I feel that way about like narcissism in general. Of like I see what you're doing and why you're doing it, but the fact that you're leaving behind this kind of wake of trauma as a narcissist and just like letting it be and not taking any responsibility for it bothers me, and I think it's kind of along the same lines of like if somebody pretends to be so super successful, I see what you're doing, I see how you're marketing yourself, but that also is just as big of an indicator that like you're kind of fucked up, like you're kind of weird and you're kind of you're masking this insecurity that at least in stand up like would be very beneficial to kind of lean into, and it also tells me you don't really get it. We're not really doing the same thing. Like you want to be popular, you don't want to do comedy. You want people to know who you are. You want to be famous. Where it's like that's nice for me, that would be great. It would make me doing comedy way easier, but I enjoy like doing the comedy. I enjoy getting the laugh and bombing on one thing and then doing great the next. Like that's fun for me. So I don't relate to those kind of people, and I think those people are they're users. They like to use everyone and everything around them to kind of get their own benefit. And which is fine, but you got to reciprocate now. Like if you're going to use other people, you got to also give. Otherwise, now you're just being gross and William Henderson hates you.
It's just weird. It's just like if you're always posting like the good things that you're doing and you're never like, oop, I had a rough set tonight.
Mhm.
Like then you're just not being real because no comic does well every single time.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen.
Or
At
your
least
bar
not-
is too low.
Or
and
your
then
bar is
you need
very
to,
low.
You need to step it up.
or you're only performing for like your fans and your friends and stuff, Joe Rogan. Um, and so you're not getting an accurate read. Um, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, so going back to that guy that I brought up. Oh, did you find his Instagram? Is he doing anything?
Yeah, he's I mean, and we all have different metrics, you know, and I think for me the first metric is always follower count, unfortunately.
Ooh,
That's
I'm
that's
not looking good in this category.
that's why I don't go to your Instagram.
Hey, mine's organic though. I'm not one of these people. It's like I'm gonna follow this person because I know they'll follow me back, and then I'll unfollow them to reduce my like. I hate that thing. So I'm just
Stop
like, if
attacking me. Let me finish what I'm saying.
I know you're a fucking liar. Your follower count's a lie, dude. If
it's
you
not. I've stopped
like
doing
me, follow me. If not, don't.
that.
That's fine. I'm cool with that, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I think from when I like it's part of the checks and balances of social media is like that's the first thing I look at because you know I have to know what you value and how you're participating in this part of it. The follower count is like counting calories when you're trying to lose weight. Like it's just good to count something, you know, like
yeah.
there's a good to
It's
put
just
a metric on it.
it's just weird because like I'll see some accounts where it's just where they're like they have 12,000 followers and I'm start scrolling through and I'm like, "Oh, it's just cuz you're a girl and you put your tits on here."
Yeah.
So it's like this doesn't really mean what we think it means all the time. It's like
For sure.
so it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's that when
Take
I
it with a grain of salt, I
yeah,
guess.
there's
is what
always
I'm
an
saying.
asterisk when I look at someone's follower
Yeah.
account because
Yes.
it goes immediately from follower account to engagement. And if your follower account is 10,000 and your engagement is 60, you know, like that's more of a red flag and an indicator that like at some point maybe you pop, but you're not. This isn't like a good read about what you are and who you are constantly or
Do you think
consistently.
people actually paid for followers? Do you think that's a thing?
100%. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
those messages all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And some of those are real. Some of those will get you follow because like if you go through your story views, you go all the way to the bottom. There's always going to be some unknown, some bot looking thing that follow. There's always going to be those, and there's bot farms all over the place. And those people that allow you to buy things like that's what they're kind of leveraging is these bot farms that are like, oh, real organic followers, and it's what they mean is real organic engagement from these bot farms. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
real.
it's just like roomfuls of people in India just with 45 accounts on one computer.
No, at
just
this
going
point,
to the
no, it's
same
one
thing.
person that has like a coded bot farm.
It's an
that-
algorithm. Okay, yeah.
yeah. That's like okay here, and then give me $600, and here we go. And people do that.
I mean, I guess I can't be surprised because that happens in World of Warcraft. So
Yeah,
like,
Dude,
they're
that happened
full-on
in
bots.
RuneScape, dude. Like,
Yeah, it happens in every MMO. It's gonna have anything that there's like a farming thing or like there's a benefit to being on for a long period of time and killing stuff and gathering a material.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I had a Maple Story bot, dude, that would just farm XP while I was gone.
That's
It would-
hilarious.
It would take it to the edge where like characters would spawn, and it would just like in a low
Was that
level.
like a thing that was okay? Like that wasn't against terms of service?
At the beginning, no, because there wasn't any way. There wasn't any way to detect it. I'm talking like early
Yeah.
late '90s or something. There wasn't and that's the thing though is like it was kind of accepted that everybody used it, and it wasn't really a problem because all you were doing is farming the XP to upgrade your character because there wasn't really an economy yet. So everyone was like, oh, all right, if you're a fancy character, you probably did that, and because the bots only worked in like low level areas, nobody was really there anyway. So it wasn't really a problem. But I participated. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm in school, dude. I don't have time for
Is
this
this
shit.
something that you like had to download and then just like it was like a
Yeah,
file that you
yeah.
just started like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
so
yeah,
interesting.
yeah. It was like a little .bin file that I had to
Okay.
put in, drag and drop into my Maple Story folder. But yeah,
Sure.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's just an add-on. I
Yeah.
mean, World of
Yeah,
Warcraft
it's
has
a mod now. I
billions
would
of
say
add.
it.
Yeah, it's a mod.
Yeah.
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 Interesting. But
You
now
can't
they're
do it
just
now, though.
very they're very specific about that stuff. But I guess like in a game like that where it's not like there's no player power. Like this
Mhm.
thing with WoW is that there's like gear and like gold, like
Yeah.
there's a like you can get stronger and like kill like so there like anytime, especially when there's player power involved, you're gonna see
Yeah.
like that farming stuff.
Yeah. So Yeah.
Yeah.
This
I don't know
guy we're
why
talking
we.
about though, that
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
I mean, he's not really doing anything. Like I said, he's got we'll say 1,000 more followers than I do. So I mean, I really do think that the tiers are in the digits, like the number of digits and not the amount. Like you anywhere from 0 to 980 is the same. Anything from 1,000 to 9,000 is the same.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I get what you're saying.
So like you're not really doing anything because you can get because you can buy so many followers that 10,000, the K now doesn't really mean anything until it's a different it's just fractal. You have
You
a
need
K
like
but you're
you
back to
need
two digits.
three you need three numbers in front of that K.
Yes. Yes, so it doesn't
Yeah,
really mean
that's
anything.
interesting. Dude, I've been saying this for so long. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but
It
it
means
does.
nothing.
It,
I
it
know,
doesn't
it's so
matter to
annoying.
us and it matters to everybody else, and that's the problem.
It's the you know what's weird is it matters, but we all know it
It
doesn't
doesn't.
matter.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But we all act on that it does, but we
yeah,
know it doesn't fucking matter. It's just
yeah,
such the weirdest thing.
yeah. It's a drug. That's why it's the dopamine that
I
we get when we
guess.
get a like and stuff. Like
Yeah. That's
it's
why you
crazy.
refresh your Instagram every 30 seconds.
No, it's just I have a little widget that just
It pops up.
yeah.
Make sure you get your
Yeah, I
notifications.
have to know, guys. I turned those off because it started feeling toxic. I was like, all right, let's let's
Yeah, I've
take
had to be
this shit out.
specific about which ones get through.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I participated in the zeitgeist a little too much. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm
And
that
it's like
person.
sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to like comment around like other posts and stuff more. So like I get, just like my just being around social media more.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you do, you just get some asshole that just like completely is just like contradicting like what you're actually fucking and you're like, this isn't why I don't want to do this.
Yeah, why
Like
are you
I
here?
just yeah, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in, let people see, oh, Willie D20 said this, and they like it, or they move on, and we're all happy. No, you got to have these fucking trolls that just sit there and have to, I don't think that you don't understand. And it's like, dude, this was supposed to be way more lighthearted than you're giving it.
Man,
Like,
how
this is
pissed would you
ridiculous.
be if you found out that all of those trolls were me? Like I was just following you.
I would be impressed. I would be like, I didn't know George knew this much about baseball.
Then I start showing you my yearbook. I'm like, yo, no, JV, varsity. Like, I've just been hiding this to fuck
You
with you,
lied to me this whole time.
dude. What's
That
up,
would make me
base?
upset if you've been lying to me this whole time about
That I
being
liked
athletic
baseball.
and we could have been like playing catch together before mics and stuff. Oh, dude, I'd be so sad.
Dude, I'm not athletic. I'm not coordinated. I just don't have any like extended experience
You want
in
to play
any.
catch sometime?
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, I do want to do a little Instagram reel that's a baseball related when we're at a
Mhm.
baseball field again.
Yeah.
Not like sketch related or anything, just something for me. But I'll need help doing it.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I would
the
like to
park
play
that we
catch.
recorded at has
Yeah.
like baseball fields.
Yeah, exactly. So we could do that sometime. We could play catch, dude. I want to see what you got. I need to fix my glove though. Dude, I saw this video on Instagram yesterday of this guy that just repairs old baseball gloves.
Nice.
Oh, dude, it was so
Like he's
satisfying.
hand stitching everything.
It's
and
like he shows it like all beaten, like years
Mhm.
used, and then he just like takes all the like laces out, like pulls apart the two sides of it,
Mhm.
cleans it, puts a new like padding thing where the hand is, polishes all the outside, like puts new colored threading through it so it has like different colors throughout the
Yeah.
glove. It's badass. I
Yeah.
followed that account so fast. I was like, hell yeah, dude, this is my shit.
I follow some guys that do that with like classic car seats. Like they'll rip them
Ooh.
out and they'll restuff it. And like while I'm watching it, I'm like, dude, I think this guy's gay because he's got like a sewing machine. He's like stuffing it. He's like, this is really good fabric. And then
But then it
he'll
looks like a
scrub it.
beautiful
Oh, it's
1976.
brand new.
Just
Yeah, that bitch.
manly. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
beautiful.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Because like there was a leather one. I want to say it was probably just like a BMW, like a classic BMW. It wasn't like a Rolls Royce or anything. And he not only did he like reupholster the chair, he basically built it from scratch. Like because
Yeah.
the leather was so worn, he cut out new leather from a single piece. I was like, what the fuck? How do you even
Yeah, dude.
learn this? Like,
Yeah, restoration stuff is super impressive
yeah,
because it's like, dude, how do you take this gas pump from 1927 and make it look brand new. Like it was all
Yeah.
rusted and stuff. It's like, how do you do that,
Like
man?
those
Like,
American Pickers shit. They're like,
yeah,
this
that
is a
kind of stuff.
1912 Coca-Cola cooler.
Yeah, my dad loves that shit, dude.
Yeah. That's cool. It's the that's the best scene in Toy Story when he pulls out his thing and he replaces Woody's eye and he repaints his shoe. Like
Oh, yeah, he does refurbish him.
that
Yeah.
shit's cool. And he's like hand stitching that shit. He's got those glasses go.
Yeah. That's what I need for painting D&D minis.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it with your shaky ass hand, dude.
Well, I don't anymore because everything's digital now.
You should just like put it on the thing and then like pointillism the whole D&D mini.
Yeah. I do like sometimes I use maps, like the digital maps, and then we use like the tokens or like
Mhm.
the that's fun. But it's
Man,
also it's just complicated.
we need to all buy the Apple Visions. Did I tell you about some dude playing Yu-Gi-Oh with the Apple Vision?
No.
It was fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
It was because he put the card down and then like a life-size Blue Eyes White Dragon because then it only has to render like parts of it. You know, you don't have to see the whole thing. So it was a good choice to not have it just pop up. It like he looked up and all you could see was like the feet, tail, and hands. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's cool shit.
Huh. Interesting. I never
Yeah.
considered like Pokemon. You can literally like grab the like thing off your belt and you know which Pokemon
Yeah.
is in it. You could, oh, that would
Yeah.
be cool, dude. That would be
Yeah,
cool.
I was
as
like, I'm
hell.
fucking in, dude. This is great.
Yeah,
That's so dope.
that would be super cool.
Man, what were we talking? Oh, I wanted to say
Be
that
like
like
a Final Fantasy, like
oh, stop
like
it.
turn based,
Turn bait, yeah.
and it switches your perspective like per character. Oh, that would
Yeah.
be so cool, dude.
Yeah. And then there's little spikes in the thing so that when you get hit, it pokes your head, you know? So it
Yeah, and you
causes
start to
pain.
bleed after a while.
Ah.
My pressure point.
Yeah, so I'm very excited to see where that shit goes. Because, like, have you seen those fans? Those LED fans that spin and then give you
It's
that
like a
2D
hologram.
projection?
Yes, yes.
Fuck, dude. I know that sounds annoying as shit. And it's just like, then that's why they put music
Yeah.
all over it. But
It's still
visually,
cool.
it's fucking dope.
It's cool. It is cool.
Take all my money.
Yeah, I
All
know,
of
dude.
it.
I just need to like hit the lottery. So like anytime something cool comes out, like those flying motorcycle things, we
Oh,
can just be
dude.
like, I'll go in the GoFundMe for that.
Yeah,
You know?
I want, please.
And it's like, even if it doesn't work out, I could like sell it after the fact, probably for more than I put down in the GoFundMe.
You're right. You're right. I bet in the GoFundMe though, they're like, you can't sell it.
Actually, it's a down payment, and you have to. It's $100,000.
That's what they do at like if you go to the casino and you win something, there's a clause when you sign for it that says you can't sell it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Is it like an amount of time, or like you can never sell it?
I don't think you can sell it. Yeah, I
You
think
just
can-
have to eat it.
Yeah, I think you can gift it, but I don't know if the gifter can then sell it.
Right. Oh,
But
I
even
see.
then, you do have to wait. There is an amount of time to like gift it, and I think it's like 10 years. By then, no one wants it.
For sure. For sure.
Like,
Unless
hey,
you
do
like
want
don't
this
drive it.
2009?
Do you want this brand new 2009 Jaguar SXR? Like
Mhm.
what?
Yeah, is that a real car? Did you
It's
just
got
pull out a real
four.
car?
I have no idea. I just put. Doesn't it sound real?
It
That's
does,
what I
yeah.
hate about those European models because they just have letters, and you're like,
Do you
I
want
don't
a
know.
new Jaguar XAR Alpha?
Yeah, and then someone asks you about it, and you're like, do you like the Porsche 947 or the 246?
I'm
like,
more of a
fucking-
331 guy. you
Why
know,
the fuck would I know the difference, dude?
No.
Like, at least with a name, I can like associate it with something. You know, I just numbers and letters are just it just goes straight over my head.
Yeah. Even with the name sometimes though, like we all know what the regular classic 90s Toyota Supra looks like, and then they came out with a new Supra that looks nothing like it. The orange car from
Yeah,
Fast and
we all
Furious
know
is
what
a
that
Supra.
car looks like.
The orange car, dude. You do know. Shut up. But then they release a car with the same name that looks nothing like it. I'm like, I'm confused. Like,
Mm.
how did you can't? No, this is not a super. Like they're
Like a
doing that with.
resurgence.
Yeah, they're doing that with the
The
the Integra,
Prius.
the Acura. Yeah, there's some sick Priuses,
The
dude.
Priuses are sick now. They look like
Yeah,
Teslas, dude.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a market now. There's a lot of
there is a
Teslas that
market.
nobody wants to
Yeah,
buy.
it's
So
true. It's true.
that's crazy how that works.
It's interesting. I'm seeing, we're just talking about car economy now. I'm seeing more like Ionic 5 commercials than I am Ionic 6 commercials.
Hmm. When did the five come out?
I don't know. But it's like a hatchback.
Hmm.
It's more like a crossover, kind of like yours is. John Calderon has one. Our
Oh, okay,
camera
yeah,
guy
yeah,
has one.
yeah, yeah.
Where the 5 is more of a like a small sedan. Or
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
the 6
Yeah, yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you think it
And they,
has
they look like a
anything to do
James
with
Bond car.
with the fact that like newer cars are just expensive now?
They're expensive and the range isn't as far.
Hmm.
So like the new Ionic 6, it barely gets to 300 miles on the
Damn.
charge.
Is it because it's got some speed on that bitch or what?
I don't know. That's just like the standard right now. Is like
Hmm.
300 miles is just like the farthest you can go, which is kind of like it almost makes it not worth it. If you
Yeah,
can't
it's like
charge it at home, it's not worth it.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's like equivalent to having a gas vehicle.
Yeah. The extra anxiety that I experienced like having a Tesla Model Y for just a week was I was like I'm gonna stick with my gas until this gets better. Like to not because I know where a gas station is, but now
Right.
to think about like where I have to park to charge this bitch, but then everybody else needs to charge and now I have to like the added I don't know, I can't do that.
Yeah.
It's too janky.
If you're in a place where there's a lot of people with a lot of Teslas,
Mhm.
it's not worth because you're waiting like 2 hours to charge your
Yeah.
car. It's
Yeah, you need
like,
to have like a supercharger every 200 miles between here and Vegas or something.
yeah. And it takes like 30 minutes to charge it. Like it's not quick. Like it's not like getting gas,
Yeah.
where you can like if you forget to charge your car overnight and you have to, you got 100 mile drive ahead of you and like, oh shit, I forgot to charge my car. It's like, all right, we have to wait an extra 30 minutes now.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna be 30 minutes late
I
for
would
work.
call my boss so much and be like, "Yo, I'm
Yeah.
not coming in today."
Yeah. I tried to do a joke on stage about it, how it's like, yeah, like how often do you forget to like charge your phone
Yeah.
overnight? And you're like, oh fuck, like I forgot to plug my phone in or it didn't sit on the charger right, so it didn't charge. Like,
Yeah.
what if your car does that? Like
Yeah.
that's a way bigger hassle.
I think that's an us problem, though. I think
Maybe.
I think that's a millennial problem because we didn't always have so like we weren't built in with that habit of going to bed, plugging your phone. I think now the new generation of person like that's they don't forget. Like that's part of their
Yeah.
thing
Oh,
because they go to bed with it plugged in. You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
they're
And
scrolling.
there's also no way to like, you know how many times I'm charging my phone on my way somewhere? Like you can't charge your car while you're driving to
Yeah, you
somewhere.
just put in
It's
a
like,
battery booster.
yeah, can I get a Mophie for my
Yeah,
Prius?
that would be dope, dude.
That
I
would
think
be
you just thought
dope.
of an idea.
I probably did. Like you just open your hood, attach it to your battery, and just
Yeah,
close
little
it up.
power
I mean,
bank
I
charged by
mean, it's probably
USB-C.
be expensive as shit, but that's neither here nor there.
Imagine it's a power bank, but you still got to plug it into your cigarette lighter. You're like, hang
Yeah.
on.
Like this thing doesn't even have a cigarette lighter. What do I
It's called a trickle charger. Yeah, well, I need something better than that, bitch. Fuck.
trickle? I need a downpour
Mhm.
charger.
I need that thing to like, I need a fire hose to just open up and
Yeah, give me the energy.
all the energy, yo.
Yeah.
Man. I
So
was gonna
anyway,
say. I was
coming
gonna
back
say.
full circle, people aren't worth what they
They're not.
want. I don't know
They're
how
not.
that
They're
devolved
not.
into
And
a
I'm
car.
kind of glad that like there seems to be a transition for like influencer marketing, like to hit up. It seems to be transitioning slowly into utilizing more micro influencers instead of like the sub 10,000 followers group because they are more likely to have an engaged and organic audience than anyone that has, three digits in a K. Like if
And
you
probably
have
like more regional too.
yeah, if you reach out to someone, if you reach out to me and you're trying to get people in the Inland Empire to see your thing, like, you're guaranteed all of the followers that I have are real and engaging because I don't have the money to pay for followers, and it's still at a small enough scale where like I am still engaging with them. So I like that transition seems to be happening. I don't think it's happening fast enough though, because everybody's still like TikTok selling out on Fridays at the
Oh
Ontario
yeah.
Improv.
Well, you're not going to stop that. Who is it? Who now? Who are you talking about?
Just everybody. It just bothers me because we try so hard. We tried so hard, and even now, all we're getting is a 6 o'clock Sunday show.
Yeah,
We
well,
try, but I think I'm genuinely excited for this Sunday show because there's so many people. There's like I can't get out on a Wednesday. I work.
right.
I have
That's
this. I have
that's what
kids.
crossed my mind too. Is I think it's gonna be easier for people to get out on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday at 6. You're like, oh great, yeah, I'll be home
Are you
early.
sure it's 6? That doesn't
Yeah,
sound right.
because in the email I
6 p.m.
confirmed.
showtime or 6
Yeah,
p.m.
yeah, no,
doors?
because I
Are you
replied with
sure?
one and I was like, okay, cool. The 27th at 7 confirmed, cool. And I got the email back, like, oh, my bad, it's 6. And I was like, oh, okay.
Is it on the website already? I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, and it's updated, y'all. So if you guys go to ontario.improv.com right now and you go to July 27th, you'll see our beautiful faces. You'll see our brand new bio, and you'll see the link where you can buy a ticket right now. And we're still booking for that. So
Oh my
why
God,
don't
they're
you
having
guys-
Chris D'Elia. I didn't know he was still doing shows.
Yeah, the world seems to forget.
Yeah, well, I mean, he didn't. Well, it's never like cute, like well, not accused, but what's the word I'm looking for? Convicted. Yeah. Oh, it does say 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to inquire about this because that's
Mhm.
very strange. Let me look at the other Sundays. Are they also doing that? Ada Rodriguez, Sunday. Hers is at 7.
They might be making room for a late Sunday show for whoever's there for the weekend.
Tommy Davidson. Oh, his is at 6 on his Sunday.
Yeah, but he's old.
Yeah. Are we that? We're not that old.
That's what old people say, dude. We were talking about why gas cars are more superior. We're old.
That's true. This is our podcast now. I mean, it's just so unlikely that they'll do a second show on a Sunday. Like, if they had a show good enough to do late on a Sunday, they would have just had it instead of
That's
us.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah, you're right.
that's
when
very
I was,
strange.
and even so though, like when I was inquiring, I was like, "Hey man, can we get a Wednesday?" They were like, "No, there's no Wednesdays." I was like, "That's great. You have no Wednesdays the whole summer. You have no Wednesdays." So,
They're doing like I'm just looking at other Wednesdays. Like it's like Brian Simpson, Chingo Bling. Like they are trying to do more on the weekdays, it looks like, of like bigger names.
mhm.
Looking at Darren Brand. I don't know who that is.
Not good of a brand then, huh?
Not very good brand. Sebastian Satina, The Dirty Show. Did you see
That's-
Jackie Fabulous is coming on a Wednesday? Like she's
it
big.
might. I mean, if I were business, if I were corporate, it would make sense, and it's probably cheaper to house headliners Wednesday to Saturday.
Well, they're only doing those one days. Those headliners are there for the Wednesday. It's just Wednesday.
Mm.
So it's probably like our Wednesdays are dead when we're booking these like local shows. Like if we bring out a big headliner on a Wednesday, that's probably guaranteed more ticket sales because of the fame.
Probably.
That's the only chance they get to see them. The local people are probably more likely to come out on a weekend. I
That's
think
a good
they're
idea.
probably
You're right.
I think they're
Might be
probably
right.
more looking into just like data and
Demographics and shit. You're right.
demographics. Yeah.
Yeah. How do we raise our Wednesday overall? We'll put bigger names in
Exactly.
there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Local people come out on a weekend for their shows. Yeah,
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. You're so
We'll see.
smart.
Yeah. It's, when you work there for long enough, you kind of get to know how they start to think.
It's just business. We're over here.
It really
complaining.
is. Yeah.
We have such a first world problems. Like, hey man, when I hit them up for a show and they were like, yes, and I was like, there's no Wednesdays. I'm like such a
And like, no,
such a
like,
bitch.
I can't do what I'm used to doing Wednesdays.
And then they were like a Thursday. I was like, oh no, I don't think so. I don't want-
We can't do Thursdays. We do a really good open mic on Thursdays.
Yeah, we're busy. We're booked. The way I spin some things in an email and in messages is I'm shocked sometimes. I'm like, man, I'm so good at this part.
Like, damn, you guys bought that? That's crazy.
We are currently booked out for the rest of our year. All of our Thursdays are already taken. Is
Yeah,
there
we
some
do a weekly showcase
a weekly sign up only showcase?
at our own comedy club. It's no big deal.
It is though. And I think we can close on this little topic of like Back to the Grind is in and of itself down there a comedy club. They serve alcohol, there's a brick wall, it's close, it's secluded away from the environment. You know, if you go down those stairs, you are going down there for comedy. It is crazy that anyone would be willing to put their drug habits above everyone else and lose this spot. Like
I mean, it's something we've seen since the beginning of the buddy system, since the
yeah.
dawn of time,
Since the dawn of comedy.
since the dawn of comedy in the Inland Empire. There's been a and this is probably a problem across comedy, just across the board. Is
Yeah.
just like people and their substance abuse issues, and like
Yeah.
people that aren't comics that want to do comedy, not realizing the kind of what's the word? I don't want to say like behavior or like clientele, but just like the like aura, for lack of a better term, that you it's degenerate aura. And so like if you're not ready to like deal with that, combat that, then like it's gonna be off-putting for you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And not that that's an excuse, not that like people should be able to do cocaine in the bathrooms at the open mics, but that is the kind of stuff that you kind of open your door to when you start having comedy. Like it again, like not an excuse,
Yeah.
but they're just like, oh, I wasn't expecting this, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Like, have you not heard of Sam Kinison? It's like that's who we idolize ourselves after. As like, you don't know these people, like Andrew Dice Clay. It's like you haven't heard about this. I don't know. Like we know way more than they do, and I don't know. I have to remind myself of that sometimes.
Yeah. I mean,
Is it
I
like,
think alcohol in a bathroom, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna
yeah,
have cocaine. Like those are that's the sugar, spice, and everything nice ingredients to having
hmm
cocaine. It's just
for
alcohol in a
sure.
bathroom.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like I don't know. Like we've gotten people that I'm sure like you get this from other people, not necessarily like venue owners or like whatever, where it's like these comics are really dirty or like they swear a lot or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
dumb.
it is, and it's like yeah, and I don't know like what, because in my head I'm like okay, like what comedy are you used to seeing? Because it's like chances are they're just as dirty, they're just funnier and better at it. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't notice how dirty they are because you like them and
Yeah,
they're funny and they're
because they're good at it.
removed from you. You know, it's not like at so when it's at your venue, you're like, wow, I didn't realize how much like they're swearing, you know. But if you're just there as an audience member, it's like you're just being entertained.
Yeah.
So like, and it's like, well, you should have thought about this. And that's why, like, when I went to September's in Redlands and they were like, we want like a family oriented, I was like, at least you know. And I can
Yeah.
be and I can be like, we don't do that. You
You should be
know?
like, let me talk to George. He runs trivia.
Yeah, and it's and I don't know, like it's weird to be like, yeah, I want comedy. Let's do this. Like let's give a place for comedians to work, and then a little while into it be like they're really dirty and they're swearing a lot. It's like, well, what did you expect? I don't know. It's weird. So it's just like people's perception of like comedy is just fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. That's our closing our statement. People in comedy are fucked.
Well, it's just people just outside of comedy. Like they think they know a lot about comedy, and then like they see like an open mic, and they're like they've never seen that side of it before, and they're
Yeah.
just like, this is awkward and weird, and I don't know if I like this anymore. Like,
Yeah. The only art form you get to watch is practice. It's weird.
yeah, yeah.
Well, any closing
All right.
thoughts for the kids besides
No,
comedy's
I'm pretty
fucked?
sure that's it. Comedy's fucked.
All all right, y'all. Thank you for listening. That has been the finest duo episode of Game Boys. So
The resurgence.
come hang out with us and buy tickets. Go to ontario.improv.com for our Sunday show at the Ontario Improv, y'all. So we shall see y'all later. Love you. Bye bye.
Deuces.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you really gonna make me literally rap? Okay. We got
Carlos,
George, Will sitting around smoking all the weed, acting like clowns. We got all the alcohol and all the blunts, and then we'll go sit around chit chat like some fucking cunts. Either way, what can I say? It's the middle of the day and we're just a little slosh and we're just a little high, but either way we are the three buddy system guys.